Really, fucking YouTube? What is the problem this time? Okay. Looks like YouTube might be fucking participating this time. Hey, Omar. Look like they might be participating this time. We've been trying this for a few minutes. I'm good, Omar. Unisex snack time. The reason why I called it that is the big thing that's been trending all day. Hi, Siobhan. The big thing that's been trending all day is Doritos is making a line of chips. Do I watch 911? No, I do not. The reason why is there going to be a such thing as Lady Doritos? I understand Lady Razors. What are my thoughts on the new episode promo? Well, first of all, my main thing out of the promo is this. Today's drink is Sutter Home Moscato. I had a big bottle of Pynk Moscato for the Super Bowl and they had a cork. I bought a small bottle in the screw top. Same brand, same drink. Don't understand. I was basically trying to figure out what the hell the challenge was out of it. I watched that little Jake Beyonce, which I will probably not be watching him too much more because he's irritating. But I couldn't figure it out, so we're just going to go with a character for The Bachelor. I'm like, I didn't see a goth character, so I'm just going to pull Envy Adams back out for those of y'all that are new to the channel, which probably is most of y'all. Before there was Petty Draper, there was an alter ego called Envy Adams that was like a goth chick, and she always wore like black and white, and was like pale faced. So we're bringing Envy Adams back, and I'm doing like this goth character for The Bachelor, and that's the look. But the preview, y'all trying to make me feel like Trixie was in the bottom, and I feel like she's not going to be. I feel like that's a misdirect. We did see like Milk overtalk her in the promo. I think these promos are cut based on what they know the previous episode is going to be, and they know everybody is getting on Milk is getting on everybody's nerves. I will say in the promo, that is the best I've ever seen Chi Chi DeVayne look. Chi Chi DeVayne looks sickening, and I'm here for it. I mean, but we saw a lot of the looks. Shangela's got a thing with corn, so she got her hair with popcorn in it. BB kind of has a Chinese chinois kind of thing going. How do I know if 911 will win an award if I don't watch it? I don't know. I don't watch 911. I don't like those type of shows. I don't like hospital dramas and shit like that. Like, that's, as much as I would love to watch the Queen, Angela Bassett, and I love Connie Britton, and I absolutely love Peter Carouza, I'm not moved to watch it. My life is stressful enough. I don't want to watch TV to be fucking stressed out. I heard it was good, but I don't want to watch TV to be stressed out. All that This Is Us, don't pull at my motherfucking heartstrings. If it happened, it happened. But I'm not watching your show to purposely get emotionally manipulated. I don't want to. I don't want to. Like, tell y'all the truth, I don't watch the news. If it ain't on Twitter, I won't know what the fuck is going on. I like to keep it light, and because I'm trying to pour, now that I'm single, because that happened, I'm basically pouring all my extra energy into YouTube. Because it gives me a sense of purpose. It gives me a chance to be creative as much as possible. And it gives me a chance to talk to people. So unfortunately, there are just some shows that are on my radar that I'm just like, I'm cool. When is the new Heathers reboot coming? I think it's March. It's either March or the end of February. I'll definitely be watching and covering that. If not, at least the first episode. At least it, not that. Let me see. When is it coming? Let's look it up. That's what we got technology for. Ew, I'm tired of using technology. That's what fucking Justin Timberlake should have said yesterday. I'm tired of using technology. Yeah, I'm still reading Miss Justin. I sure the fuck am. He got his ass handed to him in good form. On a side note, for those of y'all that watched the Super Bowl recap, Omar, you don't already know Shannon Doherty is already on there. But based on the preview of Heathers and the fact that she has on blue with the red scrunchie like Veronica had on at the end of the movie, I think she's going to be Veronica. I'm not feeling that at all. I'm not feeling her being Veronica. If she's not going to be Heather motherfucking Duke, I'm going to need her to be the same character. If you're not going to be Heather motherfucking Duke, then why are you here? If you're not going to be Heather Duke, why are you here? Hi, Elias. Yeah, if you ain't going to be Heather Duke, why the fuck is you here? But again, that is just based on the promo, but I don't see how they would make that kind of mistake to have Heather Duke have on blue when the colors that they wear are so prevalent, and based on the preview, the colors that they wear are still so prevalent. So, no, you don't pay homage to Veronica when motherfucking Winona Ryder ass is over here in Stranger Things and the Upside Goddamn Down. She's still here. You want to do homage to Veronica? You get that bitch. You bring Winona Ryder back. If you can't bring Winona Ryder back and all you can get is Shannon Doherty, then you need to write in Heather Duke. Hey, Pockets. Like, come on, man. The movie only from the 80s. Come on, man. Like, it's still a relevant movie. People still talk about it. It's got to be some kind of relevant. You wouldn't reboot it. You cannot have Shannon Doherty come back and be Veronica. Like, that is going to be an epic fail. And if that's what they do, trust me, the library will be open. You can even have Heather Duke in red because she was trying to take over. But you can't have her in blue. If she has on blue, that means she's Veronica, and you can't do that. You cannot do that. Oh, Pockets, you ain't that late on the tea. Heather's TV show. Let's see when it comes out, shall we? If I ain't at work, I might do the recap of that. I might do the review of that live, like immediately after. It seems like live is starting to be the new tea. But after I did all this work getting the green screen together, that would be pissing me off. Yeah, Omar, they can't do that. March 7th is when the Heathers upcoming anthology television. So you mean the first season they gonna be Heathers and the next season it's gonna be some other Heathers? Here's the thing. Yes, Pockets, they are doing a Heathers TV show. If you're gonna do it as an anthology, then the characters' names can't be Heathers. You can call it Heathers and put it in the same vein. Or they could be Heathers from somewhere else, and you can have the big girl, the black girl, and the genderqueer be the Heathers. But you can't still have them in red, yellow, blue, and green. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you could do it and be like, okay, well, these is Heathers in the 20s, and maybe one of them is Veronica's kid. Or one of them is one of the other Heathers' kids. And instead of it being red, blue, yellow, and green, maybe they pink, purple, turquoise, and orange. You can still keep aspects of the show and make it Heathers without it actually being Heathers. But it looks very much to me, the queen bee's in red, the black girl wear yellow, the genderqueer wears green, the girl Veronica wear blue. It's very much the same series. And if you're going to do that, is when you cannot have Shannon Doherty in a motherfucking blue suit on the promo. That's my truth, and I'm sticking to it. But I was watching this Hey Queen with Pheromone on it. It was motherfucking trash. Just watch part 3 if you haven't watched Hey Queen yet. Because really, that's the only tea being spilled. The rest of it is, oh, I was pretty, I was abused, I was picked on as a kid. I got a bunch of fucking plastic surgery in my face now. My highlighter is popping. That's all it's about. Hey, Smurfy. Pockets, I tried to sit through it too, and I was like, I'm done. And I like Pheromone too, but don't go on Hey Queen if you ain't gonna spill no real tea. Like, Aja on Hey Queen was everything. There are a few episodes I really liked. There were some episodes, like I said, don't purposely try to manipulate pulling my heartstrings. But when like TKB was on there, when like Laganja was on there, like those are, yeah, Pocket. The screen is still up. She looked sickening as fuck. But Farrah always does. Did Nina do an episode of Hey Queen? No. The whole thing about the Heathers reboot is all over the place. I mean, it ain't hit my Entertainment Weekly. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Mostly, if y'all don't tell me, I forgot that I got on... Hold on. I'm not stripping. I forgot I went to the store and I got on 2 pair of pants. That's why I'm hot. Did you, Siobhan, just finish... Oh, you just finished Aja's Hey Queen. Aja's Hey Queen was good. Look like I'm doing a striptease. I'm like, I forgot. I ran to the store. It's cold. Y'all know I live in Ohio. And I threw on sweatpants on top of my pajama pants. And I'm like, why is my ass feel like a swamp right now? Because it ain't that warm in my apartment all like that. I got on 2 pair of pants. But anyway, the Heathers reboot actually, I think, popped up in my Entertainment Weekly, but it hasn't came back up. Pockets. Lady Red, listen. Can we talk? Because when I watched it and she came up and she like, I'm just going to wear a motherfucking swimsuit with some Nike flip-flops. Bitch, not in your feet is going to be on camera. Not when your feet is going to be on camera. Trust me, I've done plenty of reviews with my Nike fucking flip-flops on, but y'all don't see my feet in the fucking review. And there are plenty of times that I'm in full fucking geesh with shoes on and everything and you don't see my feet. Have I seen the new Busta Rhymes and Missy Elliott song? No. Did they drop it like right after their little commercial? Because that's dope. Marketing people. Hi, Esteban. Well, Esteban, greetings from the United States. And thank you for watching. But yeah, Lady Red, I'm like, even Willem has made a joke about that when she's doing the beat down because you don't see her feet. And she made a joke when she was on like the thing and was like showing my Nike flip-flops. Y'all know I ain't supposed to have these on. Like, if you're doing drag and somebody is going to see your feet, you cannot have those on. Now, if you only going to see somebody from here up, paint this, do this, and then don't do nothing on the bottom. But if we're going to see your feet and you be sitting over on the side and they actually going to show you, even though maybe if you was in beachwear, maybe those are the shoes you would actually have on, but it is drag. So, maybe don't wear Nike flip-flops with size 14 feet. Maybe. Yeah, trying to hide some of her leg geesh with the pillow, too. I don't think she was trying to hide some of her leg geesh. She's just big. And, I've noticed in some of my own videos, and when I notice it, I ain't saying y'all all pay attention to my videos like that, but when I notice that I'm doing it is when I usually cross my leg in the video. Because I notice like I'll bend down or something because my thighs is big. You can't see nothing, but you know, if my legs were skinnier, you would see all the way up my hoo-ha. I think Lady Red like puts a pillow there to hide that. When I notice I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, that might look like my hoo-ha about to be out. Let me cross a leg. Which is why, if you're going to be on fucking TV, wear fucking shoes. Which is why if you're going to be on TV, wear fucking shoes. And that's why sometimes I be in the geesh and I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and put shoes on because I might cross my leg. And I haven't figured out. I actually am pretty close to having to figure out. I've marked off my lights to make my green screen easier. So the camera has to be in a certain place. And I think I figured it out that you're probably pretty much never going to see my shoes. Even though sometimes I be feeling my fantasy, bitch. And even though I know y'all ain't going to see my shoes, I see my goddamn shoes. Like, bitch, I'm everything right now. Honey, check the shoes, check the skirt. It's time to work. Did you just saw the promo of the Heathers reboot? I've never seen the promo of it. I do not. 877. Is she transgender? I don't think so. I just think that I saw Shannon was wearing the red scrunchie. The red scrunchie ain't the problem. The red scrunchie is, I don't want to say it's a MacGuffin because it's not, but it's a key symbol in the movie Heathers because the red scrunchie represents who is in power. So when Heather McNamara is the yellow one, Heather Chandler was the red one, was the queen bee. Of course, she wore red. She always had the red scrunchie. She died in that red scrunchie. How Heather Duke got it, I don't know. Maybe she had multiple red scrunchies, but the red scrunchie was a representation of power. Who had the red scrunchie was the queen bee. So that's why when Heather Duke, who was green with envy, yes, all the colors actually meant something. When she was green with envy, I think Lady Bunny just know where her bread is buttered at. Don't nobody care to see you out of drag. Nobody knows who you are out of drag. I just think that's just her bread and butter. Just like, have you ever seen Coco Peru out of drag? That's just her gig. But back to Heather's, the red scrunchie represented power. So when Heather Duke, like I said, all they colors, I'll break that down for you. Do I have to do a full video breaking down Heather's before this video come out? I might have to, huh? The red scrunchie represented power. Who wore the red scrunchie is who ran the school. That's why when Heather Duke decided she wanted to be the queen motherfucking bee, she stole that scrunchie out of, I'm just going to start calling them Heather colors because the names is going to confuse you unless you are like a super fan of Heathers like I am. When the red Heather died and she went into the locker to see the stuff and the green Heather stole charts and all, darling. I might have to because I can break it down for you, like for real. That's why it's such a good movie. It's so much on the surface that you watch it that underneath the surface y'all don't notice. So the red scrunchie represented power. That's why when the green one went in her locker, she stole it. When they first went back to go play croquet, she was like, I'm red. She started wearing this combination of green and red. When she started taking over, her hair was red. And then at the end, when Veronica fights off JD and she all burnt up, she snatched that red scrunchie right out of the green Heather's hair and says the new sheriff in town and puts the scrunchie in her head. The red scrunchie represented who was running the school, who was the power. So, and she kind of, because she was all burnt up, so she wasn't putting it in like her hair was cute. She was fucked up. She was all burnt up, so it was just kind of to the side of her head. That's why. Well, Omar, that's the thing, though, because I take that back. I did watch the promo, and that's how I know that. That bitch had on blue. And at the end of Heather's, it was Veronica, for lack of a better word, the blue Heather, even though her name wasn't Heather, but the blue Heather, they had the red scrunchie by the end of the movie. And then I see this is a blue suit, and I understand. Blue and green, it could look the same under different lighting, but I feel like if you're going to stick true to Heather's, like it seems like you are, where the main Queen Bee Heather is red, and you do have the Heather that's yellow, and you do have the Heather that's green, which is the genderqueer, is the Heather that's green. If you're going to stick to that, then you're paying attention to the colors. And you paying attention too much to fuck around and say, oh, we going to give her teal that can go blue or green. No, that was a blue suit. To me, that read Veronica. You know what? I will do an actual video about this because everybody's not going to watch my live, but I'm going to break it down to you. So the red one was the Queen Bee. We all know we associate red with power. She was the queen bee. Also, the school colors was red and black and white. Black and white are not colors. So the school color was red. The high school was red. It's similar to when I do Riverdale and everything is blue. School, not quite like the Power Rangers, because the Power Rangers colors don't really mean nothing. But red. She ran the school. She was red. The whole school was red. The whole school colors, the team, the school, and everything is painted in red. She ran everything. Red represents power. The yellow one. Oh, okay. The yellow one was a coward. She was a follower. She didn't have her own mind. Even when she attempted to try to kill herself, she was scared. She was a coward. The red one is always the leader. And that's, y'all can go look up TV tropes. It's a website, tvtropes.com. Red is always the leader. And de facto, if it's not red, usually when it's females, it's pink. But they also use that too because the red Heather's bedroom was all done in pink. Like her bedroom was like a soft pink with like red accents. Same difference because pink is basically a lighter shade of red. So same difference. Powerpuff Girls, for example, right? And Pockets. What do Blossom got on that identifies her above all the rest of them? Big ass red bow in her head. You feel me? So the yellow one was a coward. The green one was envious. She wasn't supposed to be as pretty as the rest of them. She was anorexic because she was trying to stay thin. She didn't naturally have the body of the rest of them. She was jealous. Scream Queens was basically Heather's. Yeah, it was. Which I loved Scream Queens. I was so disappointed when that was canceled. And I loved getting engaged when I reviewed that because that's almost basically how I dress in real life. Like a lot of furs, a lot of skirts, a lot of ornate jewelry, bows in the hair, headbands. Like I was here for fucking Scream Queens. But the green one was jealous. They always like picked on her. The red one was always dogging her. She was kind of nerdy. That's why she was always reading Moby Dick. She was kind of nerdy. She was jealous. She was envious. She was also a snake. And then Veronica, being the blue one, was the outlier. But Veronica wasn't happy. She wasn't happy. She hated that she was part of this clique, really, but it's high school, so she survived by being them, but she wasn't happy. And what's the opposite of being happy? Being sad. And what's another word for being sad? Being blue. Y'all don't motherfucking hear me. Y'all don't fucking hear me. Them colors had a fucking purpose. Who said RuPaul was a Satanist? Who said that? Who said RuPaul was a Satanist? Now see, I was doing all good teaching y'all the dynamics of Heather's, and we didn't get into RuPaul as a Satanist. No, RuPaul ain't no damn Satanist. Come on. Who the fuck said that? Parker, that's what I said. Who the fuck said that? No, but Heather's is deeper than what it is. And then, of course, also, Veronica really didn't wear blue. She wore black with blue accents. And that was to match with JD, who always wore black. Y'all don't feel me. Costume design is motherfucking important. And it's the motherfuckers that color code their characters for a reason. And sometimes they're just color coded to be color coded. Sometimes they're just color-coded to be color-coded. Like Sugar and Spice. I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie Sugar and Spice. I want to do a series so bad where I just review teen movies and break this kind of shit down. I really do. Kind of like an essay style. Kind of like Nostalgia Chick. But I don't know if I have the time to do that. Because the way I just sat here and broke down Heather's, I can break down every teen movie I ever seen like that. That's why I like their... Not all of them, because some of them are cash grabs. Pockets, yeah. Yeah, Pockets, like there's a reason they have them colors. Mulholland Drive is the reason why they wear them colors. Strictly Ballroom is the reason why they wear them colors. Sugar and Spice. Yeah, actually Sugar and Spice, yeah, there is kind of a reason why they wear them colors. It's not as well done. But of course, Have y'all ever seen Sugar and Spice? It's a cheerleader movie about the cheerleaders that rob the grocery store because the cheerleader get pregnant. The lead cheerleader get pregnant. It's pretty good, but they're color-coded as well. Color-coded characters. Some people just do it for aesthetic reasons, and some people, there is a reason. And for Heathers, there was a reason why they had those colors. Yeah, Pockets, like yellow is very sunny. She was the cheerleader. Out of all of them, you know, the red one was a bitch. The green one was nerdy. Veronica obviously wasn't saying like she was, but it was an act because she was a coward. Yeah. Like there's definitely a reason for the colors. But like I said, that's why I want to see when y'all do the new one. When you guys do the new one. Are you going to stick to, are you just saying, oh, well, the lead one was red and there was a yellow one and the green one and the Veronica was blue and you just sticking with the colors for that? Or did you pay attention that the colors actually meant something and why those girls were those colors? Because see, for example, like the Powerpuff Girls, there ain't no reason them girls is them colors. That's just more of an Alvin and the Chipmunks. The leader is red/pink and then one is blue and one is green because that's just the trope. There ain't no reason. Oh, Bubbles is the girly one. Then Bubbles should be the pink one. But she's not. Will the colors matter? That's what I want to know. That's key for me because if they don't. And then red is also evil, mean. The main character was mean. She was evil. She was a bitch. She just fucks with people just to fuck with them. Like, it was a reason why she was red. It's a reason why they chose for the school colors to be red. Even though there's a good argument that movie was set in Ohio, and as an Ohio resident, motherfuckers in Ohio is a very red and black fucking town. I mean, a very red and black state. You'll be hard pressed to find anything that don't represent Ohio that ain't red. What do you think about RuPaul doing a parody of The Bachelor next week? I'm here for it. How do I feel about the variety of the Heather forms? Part of me loves it and part of me don't like it. And I'll break that down. The whole thing about Heathers, in order for the Heathers, because the Heathers are actually the antagonist in the movie. They're not who we're supposed to like. They're the antagonist. In the original, that was easy. They were the pretty, vapid, popular girls. And most people are not the pretty, popular people. Just like Revenge of the Nerds. The pretty, popular people are not usually who people relate to. However, to take and subvert the people that would have been made fun of and take the overweight girl, the black girl in the white school and the genderqueer and make them the most popular people in the school, it's kind of like kudos, but at the same time, though, but they're the bad guys. Don't make the outcast the bad guys. Any advice on dealing with bitchy bosses and not cussing them out? Oh, you have to learn how to cuss people out without cussing them out. You got to learn how to get people together in a professional manner because I'm going through that right now. This the only advice I can give you. This is my own personal saying. I try to be a better person at this age. But don't try to out petty me. You want to be petty? I can be petty and I can get you together and I ain't never got to raise my voice. I don't never got to threaten you. I'll get you together easily. It's called reading, darling. Right? I'm like, you can't out petty me. First of all, my pink ladies and my T-birds, because this falls under, most of you fall under this category. Let me tell you the two people that you can't out petty. A black woman and a gay man. Most of y'all fall under one of them two categories. You can't out petty us. So if you want to be petty, sometimes you just got to put on your motherfucking Petty Draper motherfucking wig and sleep mask and out petty a motherfucker. And when you out petty a motherfucker, they'll leave you alone. You try to be the bigger person, but guess what? Sometimes you got to fight fire with motherfucking fire. And sometimes you got to fight fire with grease. Because it is the word. I just spilled wine all over my goddamn table. So give me a second, you guys. I gotta go get this up because this will get sticky. No, they won't realize it at the moment. They'll just be gagged. They'll just be fucking gagged. I've been through it. Because they'll be like, oh, because I'm going to do this and this and this and this. And think I got her together. Never. See, as ostracized people, as black women, and as gay men, we're kind of raised to be petty. And we don't want to be. We don't want to be. We try to be better people. But when somebody try you, sometimes you got to remind them. People try to try you. Sometimes you got to remind them like, oh, don't think because I'm being nice, I can't get back to that. Did I ever find the clip of Talon doing the tongue pop? Man, I was drunk. I fell asleep after that. But he is the originator of the tongue pop. I'm going to find it one day. I'm like, he is the originator of the tongue pop, though. I swear to God. Why did I think that? I swear when he said Tracy Morgan, you overweight motherfucker, was the tongue pop. But it wasn't. But I know he do that tongue pop. I even asked my sister that. I said, do you remember when Talon used to do that tongue pop? And she was like, yeah, I remember that. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. What else y'all want to talk about since I done broke down Heathers all the way for y'all so it could forever be broke? I'm going to have to actually put together a video. I'm going to have to review the actual movie Heathers and include that in it and try to get it under 30 minutes and do that either the day before or at least the week before the actual Heathers TV show come out. Because I think that would be a good informative video. And don't get me wrong, I love to do videos to just get up here and read motherfuckers for filth, but I do also like to educate, and have a conversation. I don't like to have a fully negative review of anything. Pockets, correct. Correct. Like, I tell people this at work all the time. Y'all know Jamaica, which is my government name. Y'all know Jamaica. Don't bring Pynk in this building. Don't bring JImmiPynk in this motherfucking building because she's not meant to be here. I am at work. I'm a different person when I'm at work. Don't get me wrong. I'm always me. I'm not saying like I'm fake or anything like that. I'm always me. But JImmiPynk gives no fucks. That ain't who you want at work. So, you know, maybe don't do shit to bring her here. And I had a couple supervisors that brought her there. I had a supervisor I full-fledged cussed out. And I didn't get in trouble because he started it. I went to the union and everything. Went directly to my direct boss. Went to the union, was like, this is how I went down. And yes, this is what I said. But let me tell you what he said first. And how he reacted that prompted me to go that way. Because he was all the way in the wrong. And I got away with it. And, like, never got in trouble for it or anything. Because I also know the rules behind the scene, too. Now, I will tell y'all this. Because I know some of y'all is younger. If you don't have the type of job that you have a union, where you can be fired at will, you got to play it a little bit differently. I am union represented. And the job that I had before the job I have now, I was a union representative. So when I talk to them people, I'm like, no. I can break it down to you because I used to be a union rep and it's this, and this. Now you explain to me what I did wrong. And 9 times out of 10, they're like, you right, I know. Now, if you got a little penny-ante motherfucking job at the mall or somewhere and you ain't management and you ain't got a union, you got to play it a little bit differently. But you can still be petty. You can still be hashtag Team Petty Squad if you need to be. What do you think about Thorgy's explanation? Hi, Dylan. Well, and this is the thing. I'm going to get to Thorgy in a minute. I play being the stereotypical black woman to my advantage. Because I'll scare a motherfucker without ever threatening you. Also, I get away with a lot of stuff because, or they try to pull a lot of stuff because they think I'm the dumb black ghetto chick I graduated high school at 17, and I had only been 17 for a month. I skipped a grade. My IQ is 159. Dumb is not what I've ever been. I have a college degree. Dumb is not what I've ever been. But because I work in a factory and I don't have to speak in proper English or use large words, I can do it if I need to. I can be very professional and I'm very well spoken when I need to be. But I'm at an age now that if I don't need to be and I can just be comfortable doing me, I'm going to do me. That works to my advantage because they think I'm the dumb motherfucking ghetto bitch. I'm not. Far from it. Have never been. I've never been that. So I use it to my advantage. Y'all can call me the stereotypical angry black ghetto bitch if you want to, and I use that to my advantage all the time. Yeah, pockets, and I use it all my time. And that's why they think they can get over on me. And then when Petty Draper got to come out on their ass at work and be like, oh, you want stereotypical black ghetto bitch? Bitch, here now. Now what? Bitch, here now. Oh, but guess what? I got all that high IQ and college education and the fact that I went to school for engineering, but y'all engineers, but y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about, but I can tell you what you're talking about. Get you together in a motherfucking heartbeat. I kind of love it. I can't lie. I can't lie. I don't want the drama. But when it come, baby, call me motherfucking Meryl Streep because I'm here for the drama. Call me TNT because I know drama. But what did I think about Thorgy's explanation? Let me go back to that real quick. What did I think about Thorgy's explanation? I believe part of it and part of it is bullshit. Flat out. The reason why I say part of it, I believe she said Stevie Nicks is not a gay icon to the level of the rest of them and this and this and this and this. But at the same time, then how come the response was, well, Stevie Nicks is a gay icon? Because Rue's reaction to what you said doesn't make sense with the reaction that you said what you said. I mean, everybody is going to cover their ass. And I was one of the people, I never said that Stevie Nicks wasn't a gay icon. What Thorgy had said was she wasn't the type of gay icon and it was gay men in the front row saying, yes, Stevie, which is true, but neither was Amy Winehouse. Oh, that runway look was trash. I don't care what nobody say. Pockets, and that's possible too. But why keep using the word gay icon? Or maybe Thorgy did play the game sloppy. She played it sloppy. She was too in her head. And I said this, some of y'all are new and some of y'all may have not watched it. And some of you guys have watched it. When I did the We Need to Kiki about Fifi for All Stars 2. At the same time, right, 877, right. At the same time, you know they're going to fucking edit you. You've already been on the show before. You've already watched how many seasons. You know you got to kind of watch what you say because it could be edited against you any old kind of way. Now, I'm that type of bitch. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say what I say. I'm going to say what I say, and I say what I mean at all motherfucking times. So it don't fucking matter how you fucking edit it because the way it's going to come off is the way that I meant it. And I'm going to make sure of that because that's the way that I talk. But, and I think Aja is very much that way. Aja is like, I know y'all going to try to edit some shit to make it sound like I said something different. But no, motherfucker, you can't edit to say I said something different because this is what I said. And it's so goddamn good, you ain't got to edit it because it's going to be on point with what you're trying to do anyway. That bottom half. Oh my God. I make my costumes for Drag Race for under $20 a pop, and I ain't never had on nothing to look that fucking craft store put together. And I literally have not paid. I think the most expensive outfit, the most expensive costume I did was the Queen of Hearts, season 9. And I think that I paid about altogether about $25 to $30 for that. Yeah, because let's think about it though. Look how much shade. Bianca is just straight up and down shady. And I'm going to tell you this. On Bianca's season, I didn't like Bianca at first. Because I didn't understand it was a joke because of the way that they edited it. How did I feel when they put Chi Chi in the bottom 3? That was some bullshit there. Like I said on my review, who trying to get a piece of the king size Milky Way? The Milky Way wasn't. Well, see, here's the thing. Milk couldn't have been in the bottom because Milk did nail the lip sync. She didn't look like Celine Dion. Her runway look was meh to me. But she did nail the lip sync. She had every word down packed. That's why Milk wasn't in the bottom. Because that lip sync was down packed. I don't understand how Chi Chi was in the bottom because it sounded like they didn't have nothing but good to say about her Patti LaBelle. They just wanted the coat off. Empress, whose runway was the worst? Thorgy's or Chi Chi's? Here's the thing. Oh, Milk. I don't think her runway was the worst, but it wasn't. If I was redeeming myself, I would say Milk and Chi Chi had the weakest runway as far as I want to redeem myself because their costumes to me just look like a little cute little, let me throw this drag on for this meet and greet, or let me throw this dress on for, let me just throw this look on for a drag brunch. It didn't read Runway of All Stars 3. Now, pockets, I will say that. And I agree with you. I forgot what I was watching. You know, like, I basically watch YouTube more than I watch anything else. I was watching somebody that did this review. It's like a comedy. Like, they'll take parts of the show and then they'll edit it with other stuff to make it funny. And when they said Milk had did her redo, they had put the picture of her when she had went to Tony's and she was pregnant with the red wig and she was pregnant. That was the look they put next to it. And I said, and that's the look like it looked like she redid. That was the look that looked like what that is exactly the look that it looked like she redid was when she was pregnant. Did you watch that podcast too? I forgot who did it. But I watched it and I was like, hey, that was funny. I'm like, because that is the look that it looked like she redid. It does not look like she redid Crazy Sexy Cool. Everybody interpreted different, okay? Whereas you had Kennedy who took the redo very, very, very literal. And Shangela, who took the redo, no, it wasn't Lee Dawson. This was like almost like a RuPaul's Drag Race crack. So it wasn't like a review. They was just editing clips together to make it funnier. It wasn't Lee Dawson. But I don't watch Lee Dawson. He gets on my nerves. Some people took it very, very literally. And then some people took it as BB Zahara. Like, well, I came into the workroom looking like a secretary, so I decided to look like a businesswoman again. Well, if you was just redoing your entrance look, you could have literally wore anything and said, I'm redoing my entrance look. Some people took it very, very literally. I feel like the person that took it the most literally was Kennedy. Because I'm like, okay, you did Death Becomes Her. You didn't have to tell the whole story, the same fucked up story you gave, and redo all of that, but that's what she did, and she killed it. Milk, you could have just redid Crazy Sexy Cool. And you do cool shit. And I've seen you do sexy shit. The workroom shit that you came in was sexy. You've done cool shit, and you definitely do crazy well. So for you to come out and say, well, they asked me to do glam, but that wasn't the challenge, boo. The challenge wasn't glam. They asked you, are we ever going to see glam? The challenge wasn't glam. And if you were going to redo it and say, they asked me to do glam, then you should have damn near looked like Kennedy Davenport. I mean, not her look, but I'm saying, like, you should have damn near came out in a pageant gown. Full-fledged pageant gown. Like, the big hair, the perfect makeup. If you was going to redo glam, then that's what you should have did. But you just coming out there in a fucking knockoff Versace dress and a wonky wig, no. Hi, Rebecca. You said she still can't do a glam look. I disagree. Because that paint was everything, and I feel like when they did season 9 and she was back and she had the full-fledged sequence dress, that was glam. She can do glam. Rhinestone that bow. Well, Pockets, I had even said that too. Like Shangela had basically already redid her look. She had the two-piece blue dress with the big white bow and the blonde hair to the side. Shangela already redid your look and did it better when she came into the workroom. But the challenge, it wasn't, it said redo one of your worst fashion moments. Some people redid the exact same outfit that they did. Some people just redid the challenge. Some people just redid the challenge. And Milk, you could have just redid the challenge and said, well, say crazy, sexy, cool. Hi, Josh. Thanks, Josh, for the donation. Super chat. I got my, well, James is my first super chat, but super chat. Thank you, Josh. Like, yes. No, baby. No. Milk, the actual challenge was crazy, sexy, cool. Like, oh, Josh, and to tell you this, I already did my thumbnail. I'm counting on Milk being gone next week. Because that attitude is too big for your britches. And I don't want to take away from any girl's talent. Because to get on RuPaul's Drag Race, you have to have a certain level of talent. But Milk, what we know you for is because you go outside the box. Why have I not seen you go outside the box yet this season? Yeah, I mean, she had to critique for the bearded look, and then they turned around and did a bearded challenge because of her. Like, so I get that. Just like they did a black and white challenge off of Detox's finale look. Her single gonna be better. Thank you, Esma. Her single gonna be bigger than Supermodel. I hope that was a joke. I know she ain't mean that. I know she ain't mean that. I know that one I feel like they edited like she meant that seriously, and that had to be a joke. Cause she know better. Don't get me wrong. We live in a different world. But drag queens getting hit singles, it got to have something special with it. And that ain't it, sis. Yeah, Pockets, I think that was a joke. But because she's already been, honestly, are Milk and Max the same person? I don't know. Y'all ever seen them in the same place? They might be the same person. But I feel like some of what Milk says is a joke, and some of what Milk says is not a joke. And they're editing it so that even the jokes sound like she really that damn cocky. That's what I feel like. But she is being cocky. Smurfy, I never heard anything else from Max. And I liked Max's aesthetic. I did. I don't feel like everybody, why is it okay for Trixie Mattel to have on too much makeup, but it's not okay for Pheromone don't wear that much makeup. I'm looking at Pheromone right now because I got Hey Queen paws. Pheromone is just a pretty boy. Courtney Act is just a pretty boy. They ain't got to do that much to give female illusion. They don't have to give that much to give female illusion. And I don't see that there's anything wrong with that. If you're a fierce queen, you're a fierce queen. Some people have to put on a whole bunch of paint, like Bianca Del Rio and Trixie Mattel, because that's their character, and some people don't. Max just being like this soft throwback to the 1920s is fine. Yeah, Smurfy, Courtney Act fish. When Courtney Act walks in that workroom, I'm like, oh, we letting Bio Queens in? Because Courtney Act was fish, darling. But she is talented. You can't take that away from Courtney Act. Hi, Rebecca. Courtney Act is talented. Courtney Act is a singer. Courtney Act is not the greatest dancer, but she can do choreo if she needs to. Courtney Act can be funny if she needs to be. My problem is Milk. I've never seen any of this in you. Outside of your just avant-garde looks. Pockets, yeah, she was on Celebrity Big Brother and where? The UK? Australia or somewhere? I would like to see one of our, okay, the UK. I would like to see one of our drag queens on Celebrity Big Brother here. I doubt it happens because marketing and commercials and the alt fucking left fucking people that got GCB canceled. Is it the Christian left or the Christian right? I think it's the left. I always got that confused. Is the right the conservatives and the left the liberals? Or the other way around? I never remember. But anyway. Yeah, Ross is on it. Farrah is, yeah, but Ross Matthews is the left is liberal. Liberal left. Thank you, Josh. That's why I thought somebody told me that's how you remember it before. Left, liberal. Right, Republican. And that's how you remember. I thought that's what I remembered. But yeah, like the left, it got that GCB cancel. Remember when some of y'all is too young probably to remember, but there used to be after Desperate Housewives, the next show that was supposed to come out was called GCB, Good Christian Bitches. It was based on a book series, and it was phenomenal. That shit ain't even last a full season. Smurfy, when Nina does glam, she is a real fish. She paints fish well, but she's just a really good makeup artist in general. So I would not expect anything less. If you can paint yourself to look like fucking Ursula, or paint yourself to look like SpongeBob, or make yourself look like your goddamn poodle, you better be able to paint a real face. Nina's finale look. Which one was Nina's finale? Oh, no, I didn't. Them shoes. Sorry, sis. Now, her reunion look, where she was doing like the African princess with the wig that was the braids that was wrapped up, and she didn't have her big breastplate on. She just had like a little boob, but she had like the wrap skirt like the African print. That was everything. That was everything, and that was fish. That was everything. The finale looked, it was the most glam we had seen her of the season, but I would have liked to have seen her really come out that bitch and said, oh, y'all ain't think I was ready? I would have liked to have seen a full, like, glitzy gown to the floor. And them shoes was terrible. I know she's a tall man, so her feet probably big with them shoes. $877, do I think Milk can redeem her attitude? No. And I'll tell you why. I had been hearing this for a while before Milk even got on the season. Yeah, I didn't like the length either, Smurfy. That's what I'm saying. The length and then that shoe with that length. If you was going to do that length that was questionable, that shoe had to be bad as hell. And it just wasn't. Well, Josh, I was okay with her not having nails in the reunion look because she was doing like an African look. You ain't going to have nails in the jungle. I was okay with that. But back to Milk. I have been hearing this for a while that Milk already kind of has this attitude that she's better than everybody else since she's been doing that modeling. I had already heard that. So for her to get on here and still have that attitude was not a shock to me because I had already been hearing rumblings of that out here in these YouTube streets already. He said if Milk wins, I'll cry real tears. Milk win what? Next episode? Because she damn sure ain't going to win the whole thing. Come on now. Like I was saying, like I don't want to take the talent away from anybody, but Milk's talent is her avant-garde looks. And her characterizations when she does those weird characters. But that's it. And that ain't enough for All-Stars. Yeah, pockets, that's what it is. That's a perfect word for her because that's what I've been hearing. She's so smug. But your success is not from being in drag, darling. Like, you could be smug out here, like, I make the most money out of all the girls. You can be smug about that. Your talent cannot be Velcro. Absolutely. You can be real smug about that. You made the most money out of all the girls. You really don't even need to be on All Stars 3 because you're a successful male model and you make all the coin. But this drag race, you ain't making that coin off of being in drag. Did anybody notice she ever do a Marc Jacobs ad, or is she walking the runway as a woman? I mean, in drag? Because I ain't see her. Did she do any Marco shows in drag? Has she walked in any of the Marco shows where these other girls have marched and walked in drag? Right, Pockets, good for you. Yeah, you here to do drag. You here to do drag. Come on, man. If Courtney Atkins going on Big Brother. Courtney Atkins going on Big Brother as Shane, but still showing up on the show in drag. That count. If you ain't walked no runway in drag, if you ain't did a Marc Jacob ad in drag, I don't want to hear it. If all your whole modeling is all the way male and you ain't did shit in drag, I don't want to hear it. Hey, Andrew. Everybody say hi to Andrew, my first and very first and favorite patron. Patreon. Do I think Milk is cute out of drag? Fuck yeah. He's hot. But that don't mean shit. This a damn drag competition. You can be sexy out of drag all you want. And first of all, y'all all gay. So guess what? Don't mean shit to me if you out of drag. I ain't got a chance of getting no dick, so I don't care. I give zero fucks about that. And he ain't the only nice looking man that's ever been on Drag Race. How about that? You ain't Chi is nice looking out of drag. What is your best Ursula impression? I probably don't have a best Ursula impression. I might have a best impression of the person she was based on, which was Divine. What are your politics? Kill everyone. Make first-degree murder legal. Filth is my politics. Ooh, I love your podcast. Chi. I can say that all the time. I'm like, see, back in the day before Chi could come out as gay when she was trying to play like she was the motherfucking trade. Back in the day, if I went to high school with her, Chi would have been my type. I was like, ooh, bad boy, you cute. You a little thick. No, Chi was always trade. Chi was always trade. I even seen it in her season when they would be like practicing stuff, like the way she stood and shit. Like she stood butch as fuck. Like I'm just like, oh no, she was always the trade. Yeah, Chi is DL trade realness. Like she was always the trade. Like when they would be doing like the things, like the other queens would kind of be standing, and you could like tell like they was like standing kind of feminine or like standing like they was in their drag persona, and Chi would be standing there like legs open. I'm like, no, Chi is the trade. And she is the top. So that don't even surprise me either. She probably pulled a lot of dick that way. Tyra is the trade realist. Is Tyra? No, Tyra mouth. The way Tyra hold that mouth is gay face all day. I never thought Tyra always looked like a girl. I don't know how she got fish face. I don't know how she got somebody knocked up and they didn't see that. The way she hold her mouth is gay face. I never got that. Hi, awesome 1990s. We talking about the drag race, girls out of drag and who is the trade and who fine. Like I would have never fell for Tyra out of drag. Chi out of drag is like kind of like my type. Like I said, like a little thicker, a little muscle on them. Man, listen. I like a manly man. No shade. I like a manly man. And I ain't the smallest girl in the world too, so you gotta have some kind of weight on you. Oh, Andrew, that's cute. You got a boyfriend. Well, I'm straight. I can still speculate on who cute. I can still speculate on who cute. One thing I will say that I want these queens to stop doing, and I understand this is your career, but y'all gotta quit getting all this shit put in y'all face to look more like women when y'all ain't, because when y'all ain't in drag, y'all look crazy. Josh, they cast somebody finer than Milk in season 10? Who do tell? Esteban, you probably are right. Hey, 567. Dita Ritz was your secret boy crush. I'm trying to think of who else was cute as a boy. I'm trying to think of who else was cute as a boy. Pearl. Pearl was cute as a boy. And April was cute as... I mean, don't get me wrong. And there are some nice looking guys on there, nice looking out of drag, but the ones that still look like they feminine, like, I'm not going to find attractive because I like manly men. I'm straight. So I'm not going to look at somebody like... Because Valentina was nice looking out of drag. You know what I mean? Valentina was very nice looking out of drag, but I'm not going to look at Valentina and be like, oh yeah, he's sexy as hell, because that nigga more feminine than me. Like, I can't get jiggy with that shit. Rebecca was cute as a boy. I'm trying to think of somebody else that was cute as a boy. Karma Carrera, which is funny because she was transitioning. Karma Carrera was cute as a boy. Karma Carrera was cute as a boy. Lanesha was fine as hell. Ooh, yes. Lanesha was fine as hell as a boy. Ooh, yes. So was Jay. Jay Sotomayor was fine as a boy. Yes, he was. But Lanesha was zaddy. Ooh, Lanesha is a boy. Wow. Like, that was the Puerto Rican Poppy for real. Like, ooh, yes, he was. Yeah, Lanesha, yeah. Yeah. I think, ding, 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 ding. Winner, chicken dinner. Lanesha was fine as a boy. And Lanesha was, I would love to see Lanesha back on a season. Lanesha's fashion sense. The girls from Puerto Rico's fashion sense always be on point, though. They do drag in Puerto Rico. You hear me? They do drag. They is not fucking around in Puerto Rico. You know what? Yes! Pockets, you know what? I noticed that on Instagram. I was like, Bianca is fine. Yeah, Bianca is fine as a boy. You is right. No, Pockets, that is not just you, because I was seeing that on Instagram with him as a boy. And I'm like, Bianca is secretly a hottie. Bianca is fine as a man. Yes, he is. 877. That's funny. I thought Michelle and Rue was dating. That's funny. I had a crush during Violet. No, Violet still look like fish. Like I said, for you to be fine to me, you got to look like a man. Like a manly man. Again, no shade, but I'm straight. I like men. I don't want no men that's going to be prettier than I am out of drag. But yeah, Lanesha's part. And yes, Roy is cute. Roy is cute. I was like, Bianca, you secretly a hottie. Do I remember the episode where they were half girl, half guy? Yes, Raven. Raven used to be cute out of drag. Now he didn't got too much filler and shit that he look like a woman when he out of drag. So Raven did used to be cute out of drag on her season. Then she lost all the weight and got all them fillers and shit in her face, and not no more. She look a duck. You know, they get fillers in their lips. Hi, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. I got another super chat. Hey, I like super chat. Super chat's amazing. Them duck lips. What about Raja? Raja, no. Raja was always too skinny. And she's a little too queenie. She's a little too queenie. Don't get me wrong, I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying for people that I would think that was hot. I'll talk to you later, boo. Thank you, Andrew. Valentine's Day stuff is going out on Valentine's Day. Sahara Davenport was fine. I don't remember. I don't remember. Trixie when she had some hair. She wasn't fine. Trixie was cute, though. Season 7, Trixie was cute. I don't know. I just, like, don't get me wrong. I understand that is your business. But RuPaul don't look like a woman. He didn't have work done to still look good in drag. And when he's out of drag, he still look like a man. I mean, he queenie. I never thought he was attractive as a man. But he looked like a man. What is my thoughts on Five Nights at Freddy's? Do you know I'm almost 40 years old? I don't get jiggy with that shit. I don't know nothing about no goddamn Five Nights at Freddy's. Except for it's a Chuck E. Cheese ripoff. What I will tell you is I do understand why that would be a scary series. Because at 7 years old, when we got to Chuck E. Cheese in Boardman, Ohio, which is where I live now, which is the outskirt of Youngstown, they had them damn Chuck E. Cheese characters, and I wasn't scared of them. But they had a separate room that was basically for overfill with the king. And the king had on an Elvis suit and would sing like Elvis. I was scared as hell of that goddamn line. My mother and sister tried to take me to Chuck E. Cheese, and I seen that thing and said, "Fuck a pizza, get me the fuck out of here." And they did. I was scared. I didn't go back till I was 10 for somebody's birthday party. I was scared as hell of that line. I was scared as hell of that line that was doing Elvis. I was scared of that thing. The Chuck E. Cheese group itself did not scare me. I was okay with them, but that line that sang like Elvis scared the fuck out of me. Like that shit, I'm like, who designed this? Y'all need to redesign that line face. That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. That shit wasn't right. That shit wasn't right. I was scared, but I'm scary anyway. I'm a scary person. Like, I'm scared of everything. Which is odd to me that I can watch something like Dragula, but I'm telling you, if Dragula would have came out probably the same year the Drag Race came out, I probably wouldn't have been able to watch Dragula. Like, I'm scary. I don't sleep in the dark. I'm scary. I do not sleep in the dark. Something got to be on the TV, something. Did I watch what? Dragula? Yeah. I reviewed Dragula. I've been reviewing Dragula since season 1, episode 1. I try to review all things drag race related, or all drag related. I wanted to do a review of the movie Cherry Pop. What's a movie? Five Nights at Freddy's is a movie? Or Chuck E. Cheese is a movie? What's a movie? Dragula? The Rob Zombie movie? Fuck no. Who's my favorite Dragula girl? Meatball. Meatball, hands down. I love Meatball. Like, that was just the aesthetic in drag. First of all, to me, personally, because I'm old school drag. Oh, no. Smurfy, I ain't watching no shit like that. I'm old school drag, so I like somebody that's reference heavy. And I will tell you, I always thought Meatball was funny. What did I think about Cherry Pop? It wasn't the greatest movie in the world, but I liked it. I'm going to get back into Cherry Pop because I was going to review Cherry Pop, but when I watched it, like other things that came up and I just never got a chance to review it. But I'm old school drag, so I like references. And Meatball is just full of fucking references, and she does them in a way that I would have never expected. Like when they did, since some of y'all didn't see the beginning of the show when we was talking about Heathers, but when Meatball, when they did the basic bitch challenge in Dragula season 1, and she came out with the pink plaid suit and the rhinestone croquet mallet, and she was doing Heathers, I was here for her from that point on. I was already liking her, but she was my favorite on the season right there. I said, this bitch, they said the basic bitch challenge, and this bitch went to motherfucking Heathers and said, I'm going to be the pink Heather, because I kind of felt like I was already the pink Heather. She just did it before I did. and I was here for it, and I just loved her ever since. But I like drag that's reference heavy. I like when she was doing interviews at DragCon, and she had on like the Jackie O outfit, and she had like this like not silly string, but she had like the thing that looked like it was like brains blew out on her jacket. Like I just love that. I like the bitch pudding, but I'm saying my favorite all-time Dragula girl is Meatball, and I think Meatball showed her ass. Him out of drag is cute. Well, a little bit too queeny for me. But plus we got something from Meatball that we never got from Dragula. The big girls actually having a fucking shot. And the big girls actually having the opportunity to shine. And Meatball is who they seem to always go to, even though Vander is the winner. Who you hear about the most is Meatball. Have I seen Meatball's Colonel Sanders performance? No, but I want to immediately since you just said that. My favorite big girl? Come on. Latrice motherfucking Royale. Now, if we want to go of all-time drag, of course it's Divine. If we want to go of all time, it's Divine. Hands down. But off a Drag Race, Latrice motherfucking Royale. But Divine is everything. Divine is everything. Divine is actually somebody I'm surprised they don't talk about more on Dragula, because to me, she encompasses everything that's alternative drag. Yeah, Latrice is fabulous. Latrice is fabulous. And I like the motherfucking Elephant Queen. I like Eureka O'Hara. I've been following her since Drag Race. I've been following what she's been doing since Drag Race. Like, she's really, really good. I like Jade and Dior Fierce. Yeah, Meatball was Rob. But I'm very, very surprised because they talk about alternative drag, and they, I understand Divine is not with us anymore. But Dragula to me just introduces and tries to big up so much alternative drag, and it's really odd to me that y'all really never talk about Divine. Because I feel like Divine is almost damn near the original alternative drag queen. Like, you talking about some glam, filth, horror. Hello, Pink Flamingos. Divine, the filthiest person on earth, and y'all never talk about it. Can I get some love for motherfucking Divine? And even if you wasn't into like the Dirty John Waters films, if you wasn't into Female Trouble, if you wasn't into Pink Flamingos, Hairspray? Yeah, RuPaul was more mainstream while Divine was alternative. But Divine, I want to see more Divine. I want to hear more about James St. James. Like, they'll bring it up. But it's usually because a queen presented that look and said that's who they were inspired by, that they even bring it up. Like, no, I want it brought up. Do I think RuPaul hates bio queens? I don't think RuPaul hates anything that making money. And I'm in the minority. I was a bio queen before there was such thing called a bio queen. I was doing drag in 1997. That my friend, I used to have to come to the club already dressed in drag, and my friend would lie and say I was his words, not mine, a tranny from Cleveland. Because I live about an hour outside of Cleveland. And they would tell them I was a tranny from Cleveland. Back then, my drag name was Alexis Alexander. Because there was no such thing as a bio queen. Because there was no such thing as a bio queen. But I think that these are true stories. Back then, my name was Alexis Alexander. The JImmiPynk moniker wasn't even in existence. JImmiPynk came when I became a rapper. Like, the JImmiPynk moniker was not even in style when I first started doing drag. But that was unheard of. And I used to understand I live in the Midwest too. That was unheard of. Wait, what do you mean this female wants to do drag? Would you still do performances? Yes. The last time I performed was about November. They have an open stage at my gay bar here. And I was there and I was just like, oh, if y'all have time. I was filling my oats. I was drinking. If y'all have time or next week or whatever, I want to do a performance. And the motherfuckers put me on stage immediately. Like, I didn't have no costume. I was just at the bar. I was just there. And they put me on stage and I did Beyonce Upgrade You because I was like, what can I do that I know the song's too drunk as fuck now? And I did it. And they ended up booking me for the Friday night show that day. But I didn't want to do it. And I came with some excuse of why I didn't do it. And oddly enough, I've never combined until like YouTube combined the rapper JImmiPynk and JImmiPynk as a fucking drag queen together until I started doing my YouTube channel. Oh, 5, 6, 7. I don't have the wardrobe. I don't have the wardrobe nor the money for the wardrobe to ever go on a drag show. If I had the money, yeah. If I had the money, if I had the costumes, if I had the costumes and the wigs that I would like to have, yes. I would get on there and show my ass. And even if I only made it one episode, I would be the most memorable first person kicked off ever because I would be out there showing my ass. I mean, look at me when I'm not in drag. You can't fucking deny me. Like, oh, because I already got titties. So what? You already got motherfucking pumps in your lip and motherfucking cheek implants. You got an advantage just like I got an advantage. Just because I ain't buy my titties, you bought your face. Just because I ain't buy my titties, you bought your face, and I'm not ever going to do that. The only thing that I will say that I will ever get done, as far as anything done in my face is, and I'm starting to get it now. Like I said, I'm 39 years old, I'm starting to get it now. This runs on my mom's side of the family, this bulldog thing. I'm starting to get it, it ain't bad. And when I'm painted, you can't see it because I can hide it. But all my mom and all her sisters got like this bulldog thing right here. I will get wrestling shot in my face. I will not have that motherfucking bulldog jowl. I will not have that. But outside of, I'm going to get my lips pumping, all this lifting. Nah, I ain't never doing none of that. Yeah, definitely. Like, I ain't knocking nobody for doing it, but at the same time, Aja still look like Aja. If you can get plastic surgery and still look like yourself and still look like a man, I'm fine. But some of y'all is getting this plastic surgery and, like, Detox look like a gym doll. I don't mind you getting nips and tucks. If you got the money and that make you feel good, that's cool. Cough, cough. Cough, cough, Kimora Black. Cough, cough. Cough, cough, Trendy Taylor. Cough, cough. Like, but you getting all this done and you don't even look like a human being out of drag is too much. Yeah, shit, like, you can get plastic surgery done, but you have to be comfortable in yourself. And I understand that drag is your career, but you got to be comfortable in yourself. And unless you trans, you a man. You shouldn't be looking like not even a fucking human being when you get that shit done. And I've never been self-conscious about... Omar is back. Hey, Omar. I've never been self-conscious about what I look like. I know I'm not fucking ugly. So, I'm cool. I I am vain when I do like go out and do things. I do get dressed. The reason why I don't do that on In the Pink is because In the Pink is supposed to be the separation. I'm always myself, and I'm always me, if not a slightly exaggerated version of myself, but I'm always me. But because initially that's not where my channel started, but that's where it is going, that you guys actually come and watch to see what I say, but also to see what I have on, to see how I'm in character with whatever show I'm reviewing. I thought In the Pink I should be completely stripped down, so that there was, a difference between the two. Like, I can go get dressed and put on lashes and paint my face and just have on, because y'all know sometimes my wigs are the wigs. I have a selection of wigs that are in the closet over here that are for costume purposes, my cosplay wigs and my drag wigs. And I have a whole separate closet of wigs that are my wigs that when I want to go somewhere, that's what I wear. There ain't no pink and yellow wigs. There ain't no exaggerated long wigs over here. They're all 1B 99J burgundy over here, because that's what color my hair is. Like, they're separate wigs, and sometimes they do cross over. The Donna Summer wig is actually a wig that I wear. And sometimes they cross over. Sometimes I'm just dressed to go somewhere else and I end up having to do a video and that's what I look like. But I purposely do the In the Pink videos completely stripped down, because In the Pink is more get to know me and not what I'm saying about these TV shows, if that makes any sense. In the Pink is about being into my personality and how I am as a person, and not talking about even though we talk about TV shows and shit, but we talk like we family here. This ain't a review. It's not the tongue popping and all that, even though it comes up. Yeah, untucked JImmiPynk. That was the perfect way to put it. The untucked me. The me uncut. Hell, some of y'all been on these lives and I've been so goddamn drunk I fell asleep on the live. Would never do that in a review. So there's just that, you know. I started doing the lives because I wanted you guys and people that catch me on the other lives to see that when I do my reviews that I'm authentic. Because you see there's not really a difference in the personality except for the fact that I'm just more laid back and I'm not painted. And this is what I look like when I'm not painted. So when y'all do see me painted, you can see the transformation. And just like anybody else, when you looking good, you feel different. You carry yourself different. But this is how I am on a regular basis. Well, thank you, Esteban. And that was the point for my personality to be transparent. I'm an open book. I'm transparent anyway. But I just like the chance to actually get to talk to y'all in real time. And get to talk to you guys without, well, where did you get this wig or this look or this and this and this, and just actually sit down and talk to y'all. Like, I enjoy that. That is therapy for me. I may have mentioned earlier in the feed, but I'm recently single. You silly Omar. I'm recently single, but one thing I will tell y'all is I have a feeling this year, I'll be 40 this year. Keep it 100 with y'all. I'm not one of these people that I'm ashamed of my age, because I look damn good. Look, even not painted and my hair gelled back, I look damn good for 40. Motherfuckers that's 40 years old don't look like me. I look damn good for 40 with glasses on, with no makeup on at all. Hair slicked back. I look damn good for 40. I'm proud to be 40. I live in Youngstown, Ohio. I got a college degree. I didn't have no kids out of wedlock. My boyfriend or husband is not in jail or dead. I have avoided numerous statistics that I was supposed to be a part of based on where I live at. So I am proud to be 40 years old, college educated, no kids, never had a kid out of wedlock. I ain't got a not shit ass boyfriend that's in jail or dead, and never you know what I'm saying, finish high school, finish college. Like, I'm proud of that because I'm a statistic. In this city, at my age, I'm supposed to have 5 kids, about 6 different baby daddies, and 3 of them are supposed to be dead and 2 of them are supposed to be in prison. That's the statistics that I live with. 567. Thank you, Omar. I don't look 40. Out of curiosity, what is my degree in? It is in drafting and design with a specialty in multimedia design. Thank you, Esteban. Like, I'm like, I don't look 40. I know that. I mean, don't get me wrong, black don't crack, and some of that is genetics because, like, the people in my family don't look very old. It's genetics, but I'm proud. I am from the hood. I'm supposed to be a statistic, and I was never one of the statistics. So I'm proud to be 40 years old this year. I'm proud. So I'm not ashamed to say it. But also, with that being said, there is a part of me that my YouTube channels, I'm doing these things that's more so what younger people would do. You know, you don't expect nobody my age to be reviewing Riverdale or actually getting in costuming. But also, because I'm where I'm from, it took me a very long time to be comfortable with who I am and not hide who I am. So I like doing costumes. I like doing the TV shows. I like doing this YouTube. And y'all have to understand, even my graphics that I do on the green screen, I can do way better. That's what my degree is in. I could do this intensely way better, but my computer was stolen. I had the computer that had the Photoshop and everything on it proper. I had like the good big Sony Vaio with all the memory on it and all the bells and whistles. It was pink too. It was stolen. At the same time, I'm also 40 years old and I am single. So there are other things that have to come before buying them programs back. So I do the best that I can. And I'm learning this new program, and that's why the lighting sometimes on the videos ain't quite right, and sometimes the green screen ain't all the way right, because I don't have the professional software that I used to have. But when I had that software, I wasn't trying to do YouTube videos. Borderline DBT. What is DBT? Geronto. I'm just calling you Future because I don't know how to fucking pronounce that. How are you? You're new. I've never seen your name before. Welcome a new Pink Lady and T-Bird to the stage. But y'all are my therapy. I am. You want Future? I'm one of the pink ladies that be watching your shit. I appreciate you, as I appreciate all of you. But you're new. I've never seen your name on anything, and thanks for joining us because I really haven't. Like, I know there's a lot of YouTube channels that people fuck around and be like, oh, I read your comments and this and this and this. I really read all of y'all comments. It might not be right after y'all post them, but I really read all of y'all comments. I try to respond to all of them. Sometimes life happens and I don't get back around to it, but I really do try to read and respond to everything. Because I tried to build a community on my channel. I really tried to build a community on my channel where we are family. The Pink Ladies and T-Birds, we are family here. But just call me mother. But so yeah, like, I'm sure that's probably just shocking you. Like, how did you just point me out like I ain't never seen your name? Because I ain't never seen your name, nigga. Like, I know my people. That's why when y'all come into the live, I say hi. I speak. I try to respond back to everything. I thank y'all on every video. Like, it's real life, man. And where I live at, my people don't get what I do. Well, thank you, Esteban. Hi, Clara. Yes, Pink Lady. Where does that come from, Greece? This is the honest to God truth. Back when I thought I was going to really start trying to do my YouTube channel, like 8 years ago, it was flamingos because I study other YouTubers and they all had names for their fans. So I said flamingos because I am a registered songwriter. I am a registered songwriter and publisher with ASCAP. And my publishing is Princess Flamingo Publishing because I didn't want it to be something as obvious as JImmiPynk. But I am a registered songwriter and publisher with ASCAP. Still got my ASCAP card. Still get, when they vote for a new president and everything, get my votes and everything. But it just really happened organically because I've only really been serious about doing my YouTube channel maybe like a couple years ago. Like I really got serious into it and said, oh shit, I can actually do something with this and actually speak to people and actually, you know, do something. Good night, Pockets. Thanks for stopping in. Everybody say good night to Pockets. But it really happened organically. Just one day I just got on camera and just said, Pink Lady, T-Birds just happen to be watchers of my shit. And I just watched it back and was like, that's dope. Y'all don't know how many of my running gags on the show really just came from me randomly just saying it one day and was like, that's dope. I'm gonna keep that. Like Deuces was natural. And I just was like, just noticed, not even on purpose, noticed that I was saying it at the end of every video. And I was like, oh, I guess I gotta end every video with Deuces now because I was doing it completely organically at first. And the Pink Lady T-Birds just happened to be watchers of my shit. I don't even remember. I couldn't even tell y'all which video was the first video I said that on. I couldn't even tell you. But as soon as I said it and watched the video back, I'm like, that's hot. Wait. I love that question. I love that question. How did Rhonda with the Coke bottle glasses even become a pink lady in Grease 2? I love where your mind is at right now. No bullshit. I love where your mind is at because I analyze movies like that all the time. Earlier in the show, we was talking about Heathers and I broke that down. Where my mind is at. What I can think of is how Rhonda even became a pink lady. Because in the first Grease, there was no code that pink ladies was the T-Birds' girlfriends. In fact, most of them were not. The only ones that were girlfriend and boyfriend were Rizzo used to fuck with Danny, and then she was being a motherfucking skeezer and was fucking with Kaniki. But other than that, no other pink lady was dating the T-Bird, Jan, and the blonde one, not Duty. I can't remember what his name is. They was not even dating until halfway through the movie. The pink lady code, the pink lady were T-Bird's chicks didn't happen until the second movie. So my guess is Davy Corny, the one that don't even got a motorcycle that's in Goose's sidecar. Davy Corny. I feel like Davy was kind of nerdy and somebody took him under his wing. And she used to go with him. And she was nerdy. And then they both was like, we're going to be popular together. I'm popular now. You got to step your pussy up. And now you're a pink lady. And then they broke up. That's all I got. Because how did she even get with Goose? And I feel like Davy would be a pushover. That they all stole Davy's chicks. Because even Barbara Streisand's daughter, if what's his name? Not Danny. Johnny. If Johnny and Stephanie Zanoni went together, so she was the leader of the Pink Ladies, how you get with Paulette? I just feel like it was a whole bunch of stealing because she had to be somebody's girlfriend first too to get into the Pink Ladies because she wasn't always Johnny's girlfriend. She wasn't always Johnny's girlfriend because Stephanie Zanoni was. So I think she used to mess with little nerdy dude too. I just think like this motherfucker was in the group for them to punk him out his pussy. Cause for real, how did the bitch with the motherfucking Jackie O hat get into the Pink Ladies? The first Pink Ladies were fucking cool. But they were friends. And they wasn't necessarily assigned to T-Birds. These new ones was assigned to T-Birds. Let's just call a spade what it is. Even though I call my girls pink ladies and T-birds, and even though I love Grease and Grease 2, but Grease 2 is a dumpster fire that was not thought out properly, and none of those pink ladies were cool except for fucking Stephanie. None of them were fucking cool except for Stephanie. Maybe Paulette, because Paulette was a slut. She was a bad girl. But the rest of them were cornballs. How y'all getting the pink ladies? And all the T-birds was cornballs. Goose was supposed to be the Kaniki. Shooter motherfucking McGavin was supposed to be the Kaniki. Let that fucking sink in. Scooter motherfucking McGavin was supposed to be the Kaniki. The one that didn't do nothing but copy everything that Johnny said. And then, let's keep it real. Grease 1. They was bout it. When they was gonna fight them dudes, they was ready to fight. They was ready to go. They was bout it. At least Danny and Kaniki was. They was bout it. Grease 2, the T-birds was pussies. Yes, Smurfy, the pink ladies was a bunch of groupies. Like, don't get me started on Grease 2. Do I really got to do this series where I start breaking down these teen TV shows? Because we can get into it, because I do it a lot. Grease 2. See, y'all, they made it better if it was like Grease 1. You ain't heard about how great and powerful Oz. I ain't heard about it in years. Grease 1, it was just a group. It was just the pink ladies was a group. The T-birds was a group. It just so happened that motherfuckers that was pink ladies dated T-birds and they was cool. The second one, the pink ladies are T-birds chicks. At least till grad. Bitch, where? Since when? The pink ladies were a separate entity from the T-birds. It just so happened that the leader of the pink birds, hashtag Team Pink Birds. The T-birds and the pink ladies just so happened the leaders went together. And then because the leader of the pink ladies, yes, Rivzo, my spirit animal, was a hoe, and went homie hopping. Yes, Murphy boy. Yes. Hi, Aaron. I didn't see you. Grease 2 is the room of bad 80s movies. It is a fucking dumpster fire. But it is so great. I love Grease 2. I like Grease 2. I like Grease 2 better than Grease 1. I want a cool rider. A cool rider. I want to see OOLRIDER. I love it. One day I'm going to do a drag number and it's going to be all Grease related. But I have to do Grease 2 numbers in it. Who's that guy? Y'all giving me life. If y'all give me a 2-minute break like I usually do, y'all know I gotta get something to drink. Alright, so here's a question for y'all. Everybody familiar with Todrick Hall in the building? Oh, High School Musical. Oh, my sister tried to explain that to me with my niece. High School Musical is the new Grease. No, it's not. And before I get into Todrick Hall, did y'all see this new show, Rise, where Vanessa Hudgens is basically doing the reboot of High School Musical? Girl. You already played that character. I'm going to need you to stop it. Hi, Erica 6. Hi, Wesley. You're new. But Todrick Hall, you done did all these Mean Girls and Disney shit. Why ain't you did Ghetto or Gay Grease yet? Smurfy, did you see that in the Super Bowl trailer? I'm like, girl, do you not understand that you doing High School Musical Part 2? I know some of your other roles ain't work out, but baby, you gotta try harder. Yeah, I'm out of wine. We're down to the drag race. Ghetto grease. Why not call it chicken grease? Or fish grease? Why not do fish grease and do ghetto and gay at the same time, Todrick? Could you imagine the ghetto motherfucking Rizzo? Oh, y'all could. Could y'all imagine the ghetto Rizzo? Yeah, I guess y'all could. Fish grease. Yes, awesome 1990s. Vanessa Hudgens does not know what to do with her career. Even though that show that they did was the actual DC sitcom that didn't have no superheroes in it. That had Abed from Community in it. They had a great cast and it really wasn't that bad. Smurfy Todrick has done plenty of black things. He did Black Snow White. He did Black Mean Girls. He did not Beyonce in Wonderland. What was it? Beyonce Rella? He do plenty of black shit. He do plenty of ghetto versions of shit. He'll do some black shit. He's done plenty of ghetto versions of shit. Even that Straight Outta Oz, like this shit's expensive. And when he did Bob, you got the wrong bitch, and he was doing the shit with that was very. It's green people, but it was colored people, and it was Black Lives Matter, but they was talking about like the rich population. He can do some black shit. He do some ghetto shit. Don't ever get that twisted. Todrick, if it's not the gay version, it's the ghetto version, always. Awesome that you got the wrong bitch is my favorite song. My favorite song is Low, but I don't like the version with RuPaul on it. When he's doing the Wizard of Oz, and he do Low, but I liked it better without RuPaul on it. The RuPaul remix is cool, but I liked the original Low better. I did like the original Low better. But that you got the wrong bitch is the shit. You got the wrong bitch. Like that shit. I was like, come on. And Cell Block Django. See, he always do a ghetto version. Like he did the Cell Block Tango with the Disney characters, and then he did the Cell Block Django with all like the black celebrities that just did some ghetto ass hell shit where he had Solange, Beyonce, that shit, yeah. I give Todrick his props. If I lived somewhere like LA that I could do that, because I want to do a ghetto gym in the hologram so goddamn bad, but who the fuck am I going to get in Youngstown, Ohio to do that? Our drag queens ain't that inventive. If they that inventive, they don't even perform in Youngstown. They'll go to Cleveland or Pittsburgh. Make it so bad is if I wanted to write and shoot a ghetto gym in the holograms with drag queens, I wouldn't even want to be Jim. I wouldn't even want to be Pizzazz. I would want to be Stormer. Because that's just who my favorite character was on Jim in the Holograms. Stormer and Kimber were my favorite characters. My sister, we talked about her before. My sister bought me all of the Jim in the Hologram dolls. Erica, yes, I did too. I had all the Jim in the Hologram shit. My sister is 8 years older than me. So when Jim in the Holograms was out, my sister at first started working, and bless her heart, she would take money out of her check that she could do what she wanted to do and kick it and put gas in her car, that she bought me a Jim in the Holograms doll every 2 weeks. And the first one she bought me was Stormer, and the second one she bought me was Kimber, because she knew them was my favorite two characters. Oh, Smurfy, I'd be a misfit. You heard me just say my first doll I had was Stormer. Then I got Kimber. Then I got Roxy, because Roxy was my... Like, she paid attention. My sister is amazing. My sister is fucking amazing. She paid attention to me watching Jim and the Holograms and seeing what characters I liked. I didn't get fucking Jerica was like my 6th doll that I got. I got all the Misfits before I had Jim. Because I like the Misfits better. Because we are the Misfits and our songs are better. And they were. Erica, what kids workout tape? Do you want to get into Get in Shape, girl? Do you want to get into... Listen. Y'all about to make me pull out Drag Race props. Do you want to pull out Drag Race props? Then let's pull out Drag Race props. Get in shape, girl. I also went to dance school and had the real rhythm, but get in shape, girl, bitch, yes. How do I feel? Wesley, how do you feel about the live action Jim and the Holograms? I still haven't seen the whole movie because if I need to be mentally prepared for that, and I've been going through my See, motherfuckers were talking about Transformers fucked up their childhood, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fucked up their childhood. That Jim and the Holograms live action, the previews alone fucked up my childhood. I'm scared to watch it. I'm scared to watch it because I'm just like, I know I'm going to be so full of nerd rage. Just based on the fact that, come on, Justin Timberlake don't know the difference between a projection and a hologram. Come on, the Misfits is an afterthought. Come on, you using YouTube clips about people talking about Jim and the Holograms, and it's actually them talking about the cartoon. Come on, y'all got the lightest actress possible to play motherfucking Shayna, and she ain't even got a real part. I've watched enough reviews of the show to know I don't want to see the movie. Yeah, I heard about them using the YouTube clips because when they did that, I was going to do it. When they were saying submit it, I was going to do it. And something told me not to do it. Great Power for Oz, that's a possibility. I would do that. I would do a live viewing. Damn the monetization, they don't give it to me anyway. I would do a live viewing of Jim and the Holograms with y'all. But I was going to say, unless y'all going to be offended by me swearing and getting pissed off, but that's why y'all watch me, because that's what I do all the time. I'm always pissed off and swearing. But I know that shit is going to make me angry. First of all, I'm going to tell you the first thing that makes me angry. I need all of y'all that actually are familiar with the Jim and the Holograms cartoon to comment right now. Who's actually familiar so I can get a good head count? Who is familiar with the actual Jim and the Holograms cartoon? Oh, and I read the comic book too, by the way. You ain't got to remember much. Just let me know if you know the real cartoon Jim and the Holograms, you ever seen it. Wesley, Smurfy, I know Erica. Awesome, I watched a couple episodes. Okay, that's enough. Let me tell y'all the one thing that pisses me off. Y'all have to understand, I'm first generation Jim and the Holograms. I'll be 40 this year. I was an Uber fan. So was I. The first thing that pissed me off. Y'all quit making like Kimber's hair was orange. It was hot fucking pink. It's still on Netflix. Yeah, it is. Y'all quit making like Kimber's hair was fucking orange. It wasn't. It was fluorescent pink. I had the doll. It was the second doll I ever had. And the reason why her hair was fluorescent pink, because as a child, because it was targeted for ages like 3 to 10, as a child, that is how you relate that Kimber and Jim were sisters, because both of their hair was pink. One of their hair was just darker pink than the other one. They were sisters. Her hair was pink. I hate when they make the Kimber's hair was fucking orange, because the doll's hair was fluorescent pink. And it was a different time, and they didn't have the chemical process, so it kind of looks pink and it kind of looks orange. But in that cartoon, that hair was fucking pink. Her hair was hot fucking pink. My name is JImmiPynk for a fucking reason. Her hair was pink. Don't you dare give me a goddamn Kimber with orange hair. And right there, from that point right there, I knew you didn't talk to the motherfucking creator. She didn't have no input. Because anybody that was a first generation Jim and the Holograms fan know that Kimber's hair was not fucking orange. I hate when I see t-shirts and her hair is orange. Her hair was not orange. See, look, full circle for those of y'all that have been with me from the beginning when I was talking about Heathers and color coding. We're going to go into color coding again with Jim and the Holograms. When you are a child and you say this is a group of people, and this group has two white girls who are sisters, a black girl and an Asian girl who are their foster sisters. This sister's hair is pink. Her other sister's hair is pink too. It's just a different shade of pink. That's called coding. The black girl's hair was lavender. The Asian girl's hair was aqua. That is called coding. Because those are the girly colors. When you get the girl pack of Legos, that's not red, yellow, blue, green, they're light pink, hot pink, lavender, and aqua. That's called coding. Orange does not fit into that. It's called coding. Those were the good guys. Even when they did go ahead and get the Hispanic girl, her hair was between pink and purple. That's called coding. That's how you knew those were the good guys. Stormer hair was royal blue. Pizzazz's hair was green. Roxy's hair was white. And when they got Jetta, Jetta's hair was black. None of the good guy colors, except for Stormer, if she needed to, could go into this group. And that's because Stormer was ambiguous. She was with the bad guys, but she questioned it. She wasn't as evil as them. There was part of her that was good. So her hair was blue because if she needed to go over there with them, she matched. Color coding. And cartoons do it all the time. Especially in the 80s. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, they completely threw that out the movie. Do you know there's an episode of The Real Jim and the Holograms? I'm going to break it down for y'all so it can not forever be broke. Gather around, kids. This is the library for real because I'm educating. This is the encyclopedia section. This is the reference section. In the cartoon, Kimber was the little sister that felt underappreciated. Because she wrote the songs and everything, but she was the little kid and Jim was getting all the attention and she was the little sister. Stormer wrote all the songs for the fucking Misfits, but she was borderline. She rolled with them, but she really wasn't bad. But now I'm in this group and I'm famous. Yeah, they was giving you that storyline before motherfucking Instagram. She goes, hi Dre. She goes, and her and Kimber at one point in time realized they're both underappreciated and cut an album together. And that's in the fucking cartoon. And in the comic book, they was motherfucking lesbian lovers. That's why Kimber's hair was hot pink. Because she really could have still went over here with this white, black, royal blue, lime green storyline over here. She could have went over here and matched if she needed to. Stormer's hair was royal blue because she could have went over to this side and matched if she needed to. We talked about color coding with Heathers. Jim and the Holograms had it all the way through them too. Orange don't fit into nobody's storyline but the Misfits. Orange is not a color that little girls say, oh, I want the one with the orange hair. Little girls don't say that. The one with the pink hair, the one with the hot pink hair, the one with the aqua and the lavender. Yeah, they say that. Break it down for you even more. Jetta was supposed to be black. I think we talked about this last time, but Jetta was supposed to be black. And they was worried in the 80s that making Jetta black. Thank you, Wesley. That's what I'm saying. So what cartoon character was giving somebody in the 80s orange hair? Unless they were supposed to be a redhead. Which in this universe is not the thing. Because guess what? The only character that had normal hair color was Jim when she wasn't Jim, which was Jerica, because Jerica was supposed to be boring and business-minded. And her hair was blonde. Nobody else had regular hair color. Nobody in Jimmi and the Holograms had brown hair. Nobody in Jimmi and the Holograms had brown hair. They were not supposed to have normal hair colors. Even Rio's hair was a darker purple than Shayna's. Shayna's was lavender. Rio was purple. Synergy was all purple. Only other person that had dark hair in the storyline was Eric Raymond. And guess what? He was a bad guy. Color coding, especially in the 80s, was very, very huge. Same thing with the Transformers. Optimus Prime is red and blue. America! Fuck yeah! Fuck Michelle Visage and the worst is green. Green is my favorite color. But there were stories that turned that out too. Old school comic books. Aaron, that's kind of cool. See, like I love educating. Like I ain't just here to just run my mouth. I love educating. Yes, color coding is a thing in television shows and movies. It's done a little bit less in movies, but it's shorthand. And thank you, awesome. It's shorthand. It's shorthand to know who the good guys and the bad guys are. It's shorthand to let you know things that you might not have enough time in a story to explain. It's shorthand. Yeah, Dre. Now, they were color-coded, but they were not really so much color-coded for a reason, but they were color-coded so that you always knew which character was what. And that's a different thing of color coding. Like, absolutely. That's a different way of color coding. But the Rangers, because when they're in the suits, to know, because their face is covered when they're in the suit, we're going to put them in the same color wardrobe even when they're in the suit so that you know who's who. That's a different type of color coding. That's color coding for your convenience. It has nothing to do with the plot. I will remember the first Power Rangers was shady as hell with making the Black Ranger black and the Yellow Ranger Asian. And the other girl, Ranger Pynk, that wasn't by accident. Because red, blue, and green is the easy ones. True story. When you even look at Star Trek. Bye, Smurfy, good night. When you even look at Star Trek, the way the old school cameras picked up, you think it was red, gold, and blue. It was really green. It's just the way that the cameras picked it up. The color green they picked looks yellow on screen, and they just started making it yellow. But that's color coded. If you think about anything, Alvin and the Chipmunks, red, blue, green. It's always red. The secondary character is always blue. The third character is green. Powerpuff Girls. Alvin and the Chipmunks. What else got three characters? Red, blue, and green. There's more. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Sailor Moon, for example. Sailor Moon is actually color-coded in a way that's... It is color-coded, but it's color-coded in a weird way. Huey, Dewey, Louie. Yep, Great Powerful Oz. Perfect example. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Yep. Yeah, that's probably the best example. Sailor Moon. They are color-coded, but oddly enough, if you actually go into the manga and like really go deep into Sailor Moon's color is pink. But she doesn't wear any pink. So that's weird. But her princess color is pink. And then Chibi Moon is hot pink. See, when you have a character that's light pink or hot pink, that usually shows a relation. Jawbreaker. Hi, Luminera. Jawbreaker is actually color-coded in a very interesting way. And I did a Jawbreaker review, but I'll break it down very shortly how Jawbreaker is color-coded. When you hear... Yeah. Dre, they always have to have red, yellow, and blue. It's usually red, blue, and green because the way the TV colors used to pick up in the past, like I said with Star Trek, it picked up greens and yellows different. It picked them up weird. So it's usually red, blue, and green because if you know how the TV works, you know, if you know anything about, like I said, my degree is in graphic design basically. Hi, Margie. You're new. Hi, Margie. Everybody, welcome Margie to the Pink Lady T-Bird family. Which sailors am I? Oh, I'm Sailor Jupiter all day. Sailor Jupiter is my bitch. Always has been. Sailor Jupiter is my bitch. Always has been. And she wears my two favorite colors, green and pink. But Sailor Jupiter was always my bitch because she was kind of big and awkward. Well, thank you, Margie, for subscribing. Everybody, welcome Margie to the Pink Lady T-Bird family. Woo! What was I talking about? What was I color coding? Somebody type something so I can go back and see it. What was I supposed to be color coding? Jawbreaker. Okay, let me break down Jawbreaker for y'all. Are y'all all familiar with Jawbreaker? It's amazing. If y'all have not seen it, y'all need to. Jawbreaker is color coded, but it's not color coded exactly the same through all characters. I do like Sailor Pluto too. In the same way, the color coding is very, very, very slick in Jawbreaker. First of all, when we first see the four girls walking down the hallway, we see everybody. We see Liz Purr. Liz Purr has on pink. When we talk to not Liz Purr. Liz Purr is who got killed. When we talk to Violet. Violet